Asia Gujarat. Majaha. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, all the dignitaries and all the esteemed guests here. Quick introductions. I'm Bilal Mathur. I'm a country manager for Arista Networks. I always call Arista as a well-kept secret of the networking industry. Not many people would have heard of Arista, right? But you'll be amazed to know that all the good things that Murthy was talking about, all the fancy applications that people love to use, be it Meta, be it Google or Oracle or Microsoft, all of them are completely powered by Arista when it comes to the backbone from infrastructure or a network standpoint. So with that, first of all, I would like to thank Fahim for inviting us and especially doing it in Gujarat. It's amazing to come here, beautiful city, and I love the infrastructure that's been built across the state, and especially here. And I think Gujarat has always been in the forefront when it comes to building up the physical structure, be it ports, or be it all the good things that have happened in terms of connectivity or the basic infrastructure that's required. I think Gujarat is way ahead of other states from that standpoint. So many congratulations for that. And I think not just physical infrastructure, even from a digital infrastructure standpoint, like you said, NAP started off that initiative way back on the digital public services infrastructure, and I think that scaled really well. And as a country also, I think we've done exceptionally well. We are an example for the world now when it comes to, and I don't want to repeat the things that everybody's spoken about, but be it UIDI or be it the digital payments that we're doing today through UPI, these are examples for the world. So I think we've done an amazing job when it comes to delivering citizen services so far. And I think now we should focus on the next phase of digital transformation and look at the next decade as to what do we do from here, right? And then what are the challenges that we're going to foresee and what is it that is required to now scale from here. And I think from the next phase of digital transformation standpoint, I think there are three important aspects which are in front of us and which everybody is working on as well. One is AI. And like you said, it's not just about citizen services, it's also about experience, it's also about how you build that trust with the citizens that those applications would help them. And at the same time, they are secure because the other aspect of it is cyber security. So while we are building up large infrastructures to run AI and all the applications, it's really important to secure all of them. So, like you said, security should not be an afterthought and not just one line item at the end, but it should be an integral part from an overall approach or architecture standpoint. And the other thing, last but not the least, is one thing that's going to change, in my view, is a multi-cloud or a distributed system. Right now what has happened is that every state, or rather within the state, every department has built up their own infrastructures to serve to the needs that they are catering to. Now, especially with AI coming in, it is very important to interconnect and integrate all of that together. And that's where we come into play. And more importantly, today we see all the geopolitical things that are happening across, right? Supply chain disruptions that are happening because of the war. You can see already so many names on the gas cylinders, but that's a reality today, right? And then there's so much of cyber warfare. I don't know. I'm sure you would know the amount of attacks that we are seeing from a cyber standpoint from so many countries, and especially during Operation Sindoor, you saw so much of attacks happening, not just on the defense services, but across all key infrastructures. All critical infrastructures are facing that challenge today. And more than the borders, the wars being fought at the cyber level. So cyber security is very, very important, and that's where I think it's important for us as a country to look at sovereignty. And different people have different definitions of sovereignty, but I think in my view, what we should look at is we adopt the best of breed technologies that we have, but run it in a sovereign way so that we have enough trust, controls, and mechanisms to ensure that what we are building is sovereign. And even if we have all of these challenges, we are able to sustain and we are able to grow and move fast from that standpoint. So, and that's where I think, Arista as an organization is also focusing on, like I said, we've been powering the biggest of the clouds globally. And that's what the experience that we have. I think right now we're powering about 50,000 GPUs across the globe, be it Tesla or all the large hyperscalers. And we would love to share those experiences and what we've done. And the industry globally also has evolved. There used to be scale up, then scale across. Now the way things are. We can take those learnings and take it from instead of going through our own learnings from that standpoint. And at the same time, build a sovereign architecture. And we are taking initiatives from an Indian standpoint. Sorry, I'm just talking about time, but one thing that I'm very proud of is that we started manufacturing here in India. We set up 2 lines, one in Manesar and one in Chennai, where we are actually building a lot of products in India. We were doing engineering in India for the last 7-8 years, but now we've actually started productions here. So India's first Wi-Fi 7 class 1 access point we are building here. We're building a lot of other technologies, but yeah, the point that I'm trying to make is that, while we're an American company, I'm really proud of the things that we've been able to build here. We're doing a lot of engineering stuff, and that's what we would want to share with you all. So, I think my time's up, so won't take a lot of time, but I'm here for the whole day. Look forward to interacting with you all. And we have a small booth as a group. Love to show you demos in terms of how we are simplifying the whole approach from a network standpoint, how we are automating it, how we are doing away with all the complexities. You don't need a lot of people from Deloitte to run that. You can all do it. So with that, thank you very much again for having us here.